You like that?
You know what's funny is I was just gonna say that it hasn't gotten any longer. But
I added it just so it could be
Just a
2
little
seconds
touch.
longer.
Oh, good.
One of these days, that intro is going to get to a minute.
It's going. Well, you're only 6 seconds off now.
Oh my god! Well, I have to keep changing it just so we don't get a copy strike.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. No, it's going to be one of the updates that you make to it that gets us a copyright. Infringement.
I'm going to add like
infringement.
Like a I don't know, a Vine thing or something at the end, or and then yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back.
It is the Razzle Dazzle cast of pods.
We do cast our pods frequently. Sometimes our pods burst and our seed floweth out from our pod.
We're not as sick as and tired as we were last podcast. Although I'm kind of hungover, but
well, I mean that's pretty standard, I would imagine.
Oh my god. Well, Mrs. Dazzle passed her exit exam.
I thought you were going to say kidney stone. Either way, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so we went out and celebrated with her school friends.
I'm sorry. Well, good. That's good that you're friends with the school friends. That's good.
Well, yeah. I mean,
well, sometimes
you got to make sacrifices.
Yeah. Sometimes people like to keep their school and their personal separate, so it's good. Then.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've met her school friends a few times.
Mm-hmm.
A few of them. I like some of them, because it's a wide range. Just for context, Mrs. Dazzle is, I'm not going to say considerably younger than me. It's not like she graduated junior high, but the cool thing about
it wouldn't be legal to fuck your age difference. So you're still within.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like in any country.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, no.
I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, no.
But she's graduating with a lot of people that are my age. So like yesterday, for example,
you guys got to talk about Fraggle Rock. Some of her friends,
and we're
oh
singing.
Man, I'm so glad I could talk about this stuff with you guys.
My friend Brandon was.
Dude, do you miss the Counting Crows?
Oh, remember Incubus? Oh, they were so good,
dude.
Someone went and sang a Talking Heads song.
Sure.
And of course, Mrs. Dazzle has no idea what this is. But a couple of her school friends were like, burning down the house. That is the Talking Heads, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Talking Heads. Yeah, and you're like, we're making fun of them, and you're like, I have no idea who's Talking Heads. That's funny. Mm-hmm. Fighting fire with fire, hold tight, bow, bow. And then we're sitting there doing the bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, copyright.
That's it. Copy strike.
Oh man.
Talking Heads wants all the revenue.
Hey man, good for them. They need it.
I have something in my throat and it won't go away.
Is it a pubic hair?
It is not a pubic hair.
Okay. You know? Oh, never mind. Couldn't you?
No. Go. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, have you ever seen that episode of? Because you don't really like Curb Your Enthusiasm, do you?
I don't not like it.
Okay. Because there's an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where he has a pubic hair wrapped around his, not epiglottis, but what the bell, whatever the bell in your throat is. I forgot what it's called. Uvula. He has a pubic hair wrapped around it for like a whole episode. And he's just going, he's going.
How does that happen?
It's cunnilingus.
That would have to be
Okay, I'm not gonna doubt Larry David's skill prowess or just overall intensity in the cunnilingus department. I'll let him address that himself, but I think he made it pretty clear. I mean, he got that pubic hair good and in there.
Ugh.
In the show anyway.
I think that's probably one of one of the grossest things ever.
A pubic hair on your
is
uvula?
The thought of ingesting any type of hair
comes with the territory.
Like I freak if I see a hair in my food.
Oh man,
that plate's over.
I just pull that shit out.
No, I can't. I can't even do it.
I don't care.
Like if it's something from home, maybe because I kind of know where it comes from.
That hair, I don't care. That hair could be. I have very dark hair. that hair could be bright blonde and in my hair and in my food, and I'd be like, yeah, maybe it's one of mine. I don't know. Just throw it out and keep going.
No.
I value my time and my efficiency more than anything else. Like, I'm not going to reorder. I'm not going to wait. Fuck that. I'm going to eat this goddamn food.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
It's just protein.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, I'm a disgusting person.
And then if I feel like I have eaten a hair, it's like in the back of my brain for the rest of the meal. Like, do I feel a hair? Is that a hair?
Could be.
It's very weird. I don't like it.
I think you have hair.
I do.
Hair phobia.
Hair phobia. Whatever you want to call it. Are you stroking? Are you okay?
Having a thonk. Paleophobia?
Yeah,
no,
sure.
Something like that.
Hey, did you go to the Kris Kringle market?
No, that's
Kristen
Bell.
Kris Jingle?
Yeah. No, that's tonight.
Okay, good.
Don't forget what I told you. I didn't get you your cheese yet.
Don't forget what I told you.
Yeah, I explained to Dazzle that I'm going to the Christian Crindle, Crispy Crinkles.
Yeah, Crispy Crinkles.
Crispy Crinkle Market, which is the thing in the Chicago area. There are two of them. There's one in Naperville and there's one in downtown Chicago. And I don't live close to either one. So Mrs. Razzle and I are going to the Crispy Crunchy.
The Crispin Glover Market?
The Crispin Glover Market. That would be awesome. Going to the crispy crawdad market, and the first thing that Dazzle said to me is like, "Hey, I'll pay you back. Can you like when you're there might be like a cheese hut, and I just really like gourmet smoked cheeses.
Who doesn't love gourmet
I'm
smoked or any
you.
otherwise cheese?
I love it. It's great." He's like, so yeah, could you just get me like a dealer's choice? Just get me whatever kind of good cheese.
Best guess. Like
I want to find you the nastiest looking blue cheese ever.
I bet
I know
you couldn't even.
I want to convert you. I want to find you blue cheese that's actually like bad and have you eat it and make you sick, and so you can't eat blue cheese anymore.
I've gotten sick off blue cheese, and it only fuels my hunger. Actually, there was
something wrong with you.
Actually, hold on. Before I tell the cheese story, I want to explain what the Crispin Glover Market is. So it's kind of like a German thing, I think, mainly, and they have different huts, like different stands, decorated and stuff, and they have beer, cider, hot chocolate. Like homemade ornaments, like it's like a crafty thing for Christmas, and people like make like fudge and other stuff, and they have like a little hut where the little ladies knits gloves and hats and stuff, and
I mean all that shit's imported from China. She's just sitting there,
right?
Fake knitting and something.
Yeah, exactly, just knitting the same blanket every year.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, yeah, but they also have, well, the one in Chicago. I don't know about the one in Naperville, and vice versa. I don't know if they share stuff.
Old ladies.
If it's the same old lady, but yep. they have when I went to the one in Chicago, they had like a little hut with like a little arrangement of cheeses and meats. Oh, by the way, if there's meats there too,
of course,
get some of that. Like they had like a smoked bacony thing.
I'm your meat daddy. Don't worry.
So yeah, Daddy knows what I like.
Don't worry, I got you.
So big fan of that. That was the only thing I liked. Everything else sucked.
Well, I mean, you're walking around in the cold.
Yes.
Outside.
And at the time, my back was.
Oh yeah, you had. Advanced spina bifida or something.
It was pretty bad even back in last November.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have because you hadn't had the surgery yet.
Well, yeah, no, I didn't. But it wasn't as bad as it was in the spring to summer, but it was still pretty bad in the winter.
Especially with the cold, I would imagine.
Yes, It was not fun.
For those who don't know, Dazzle has had half his spine removed.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
and they replaced it with Twizzler rope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his bottom half is called the floppy fish.
Yeah.
He just flops places.
It's true.
Refuses to use a wheelchair though. Good for him.
No. I'm a fighter.
He's all canes.
Yeah.
All canes, all crutches.
Yeah, but the surgery itself was the best decision I ever made.
sure. You became human again afterwards.
Yeah.
You were able to move.
What was that?
My sump pump.
Oh, I thought it was like Santa.
Santa's here.
Santa's on the roof.
He's early. I have Santa Prime. So
yes.
it's a 2-day delivery, and we get all the new releases first.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, just like everybody else. I mean, Santa's a capitalist idea, so he values capitalism above all else.
Especially the version of Santa we have today, thanks to the Coca-Cola company.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the surgery was very life-changing at the time. Well, for me now. I mean, I won't say life-changing. It returned me back to my normal life.
Right.
Because nothing, I couldn't do anything.
You couldn't move.
I couldn't move.
You couldn't walk. You couldn't do anything.
Yes, and when I say I couldn't do anything,
I know.
I mean I couldn't
Believe
do anything.
me, I know. It was a
hard time for all of us.
It was both a sore and unsore spot.
Yes.
If you catch my drift.
I get it.
It's because you weren't pounding my butthole.
Yeah.
That's why my butthole wasn't sore.
Yes.
Do you get it?
I get it.
Do you get it?
One more time?
Do you get but do you get it?
I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I wasn't.
I wish I had a rim shot. I'm sure I do somewhere on this soundboard.
I'm sure you do too. And I'm sure when you find it, you're going to play it and
blow
my fucking eardrums.
Pew, pew, pew.
Because that's what happens.
So I hate the Crispin Glover Market.
I don't mind it. It's
hate
just
people.
I would like it more if it wasn't in the cold.
But don't you just hate people?
I'm not a fan of people. I'm not a fan of lines. When I was there, it was busy, but excuse me. The lines weren't terribly bad, so I didn't have to wait in line of lines. It doesn't really bother me.
I just walk around dreaming about punching everybody in the face that I walk by.
But isn't that fun in and of itself?
No, it's infuriating because I can't punch anybody in the face. I mean, I could, but...
You could. Find that old lady.
Oh, yeah.
What's she going to do?
Punch an old lady right
hit
in
you
the
with
face.
Stab you with her needle point? She probably would. Stab you right in the neck with her needle point needle.
Miss Dazzle's walking around like, oh my god, it's so cute. It's like, oh my god, it's just a wooden deer ornament.
Yeah, these people used to be Nazis. Can we go home now?
Yeah. Where's all the special ornaments?
Exactly.
You got a back room for those special ornaments?
That's so there's a German restaurant, and I think we might have talked about it on the show before, but I know we've talked about it before. There's a German restaurant not too far from here, that actually has a shitload of not just like stuffed kills of animals on all the walls and shit. There's like a bear when you walk in the front door, and the owner, the previous one, he died, but the owner actually hunted all of those animals. There are World War II memorabilia, and I'm putting that in air quotes because this is a German restaurant, so there is a lot of German World War II memorabilia.
Is it like
and
pro-propaganda type stuff?
It's not. There aren't posters like Sieg Heil and all that. But
right.
There's like
Adolf wants you.
Right. No. Nothing with the Nazi youth. They don't sit children at the Nazi youth table. Free meal with a brief speech.
Like a timeshare.
Yeah. Exactly. A Nazi.
Yes, sit down. Yes,
we have many.
We have many options.
Yes, we have many things for you. You will get your Spätzle, but first you must listen to the Führer. See? Do you see this group of children in the black and white video? Don't they look so happy? They look like they are promising young members of the Aryan race.
Man, if it wasn't so frowned upon, that would make a great skit.
I feel like we just did that.
But flesh it out a little bit more,
yeah,
though.
Get it on some panels, and it's gonna have to be animated. I don't want to actually put real children in
yeah.
Nazi uniforms.
Yes, to take a seat.
Yeah,
take a seat.
Munchen on a pretzel while we discuss the benefits of ethnic cleansing. Don't you hate it when people are on the Fortnite and they are beating you? What if we just eliminated half the population?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
It's so good.
Have your sauerkraut. Yeah.
Anyway,
so there's no propaganda or
timeshares.
Nazi timeshare. Nazi timesharing going on. But there is a lot of memorabilia on all the walls and shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, all the stuff you can get at the Crispin Grantion Gargle, the Gargle Market. That's a little different. All the stuff you can get there, you can, like, the food you can get at this German restaurant, and generally it's better. But I appreciate the walking around, the spending time. It is romantic. If it was like here,
why? What makes it romantic?
It's just something that she enjoys. So I enjoy doing something that she enjoys.
Your definition of romantic is quite different than my definition.
What is your definition of romantic? What is a romantic evening for Dazzle?
It starts with
one thing. I don't know what. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it had to happen.
It starts with one. No, it would involve. See, that is in and of itself a tough question for me, because I don't fancy myself a romantic in that way. But, like, doing things like that, if I'm not having a good time, it's not romantic, in my opinion. She may be having a good time. It might be romantic for her, but it's not romantic for me.
Okay.
Romantic for me would be, hey, let's sit down, eat chicken wings, watch The Flash, you know, like all of my favorite things.
Okay, so
and then have her turn to me and go,
you.
"Oh, sweetheart, can you play Hitman 2 for me? I just love to watch you play that game." And me go, "Yes, I will." That the shit like that is romantic to me. Or, you know, "Oh, tell me all about how great you are at work and you know, like, hey, sweetheart, can you tell me that story about how you know,
fixed all these
problems,
did all these other people's jobs?"
I love to listen to all the great things that you do. And it's, I have to tell you a story off the podcast. But
okay,
this is something I can't tell on the podcast.
Got it.
But yeah, that's romantic to me.
Okay.
Now, is that romantic for her? Probably not.
So I'm thinking. So when I think romantic, I'm thinking of like a date or activity type outside of the house. So like my perfect day is different than my perfect like romantic date outing thing.
Sure.
So like,
well, those are two different things. Like your perfect day.
Well, for you, for what you described, sounds like your perfect.
That's my best life.
What you described for me, I would classify it as like your perfect day. Like without going out and doing stuff, right? So, I when I think of something, a romantic activity other than coitus, I think of like going out and doing something.
Which again, coitus is also subjective to romantic, because there's a lot of times where, you know, it's more romantic for one than the other.
Sure.
So
I guess, are you saying that romance for you only exists on one side of the relationship?
I think that in order to be realistic about romance, you can't expect everything that you do together as a couple and classify it as romantic.
No,
I'm not saying that.
Of course not.
In the Venn diagram, there is things that coincide where it's romantic to me and it's romantic to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think romance as a whole is either one of the people doing all the things that they want and the other person doing them with you because you want to do them. Like a Crispin Glover market, I have no interest in going to that.
You can get drunk though. And that's fun.
On what? Their beer?
Glühwein.
Ugh. No, thank you.
The Glühwein.
No. I mean, you can.
You
but
don't like the spiced wine?
No, I don't.
It's free if
it's
you come
warm.
Free if you come into this tent and watch a video.
And you will get your wine.
Yeah.
You just have to watch this video.
Just watch the video. Fill out a brief survey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say very, very quietly. Just say, "Hi, Linda." Very quietly. So no one around you can hear. You know you want to say it. You know it feels so good when you say it. Ja, sehr gut. You get no Glühwein.
Oh man. So yeah, so I think that in life, I look at romance as, if she wants to go to the Crispin Glover Market, I'll go, smile, I'll be a part of it. I'll participate in it. She'll be happy. But to me, that's not romantic. To me, that's just me doing something to make someone happy, which isn't.
That's sort of.
Which is no, it's good to do, but it's not romantic. There's nothing romantic about it. Now, and you said that sounds like your perfect day.
Oh, the sitting eating chicken wings and venting and playing video games.
Right. And that's true, but like, to me, a perfect day is all of those things and her not be there. Like, that's a perfect day. When we're just strictly talking about me personally, like, I always want her there, but a perfect day to myself would be doing all of those things.
Got it. So I think we're breaking it down into two further categories.
Yes.
Your perfect day with her,
without
and your
her.
perfect day without.
And my romantic day, or my romantic thing and her romantic thing.
Right. Okay. Got it.
And these are not all mutually exclusive. They could be interchangeable.
Could do one in the morning,
one in the
afternoon.
night.
Sure.
She could be there, whatever. She could not be there. It's just the way I look at it.
Deliver you the chicken wings.
Oh my god.
In the nude.
So I have another barbecue story.
Oh yes. It's my favorite.
So I decided.
Favorite kind of story.
So we discussed our barbecue hardships recently, and I got barbecue yesterday again, and from a different place, and well, I don't know if you consider. Would you consider it barbecue? I mean, yeah, it's barbecue, I guess. There was barbecue sauce on it. And
we're walking a fine line there.
Boy, did I get sick.
Really?
I've been sick, like my stomach.
Where is
That's
this
why
from?
I had to run to the bathroom earlier.
Yikes! You had the Dazzle squirts.
Yeah, it was from a chain.
The Dazzle chunks. I don't think we're gonna get in trouble if we say the name of these places. I mean, you feel free not to.
Just in case. Okay. I don't want somebody to.
Can you pantomime it to me?
How about this?
Just so I know, so at least we're on the same fucking page.
The mascot's a colonel.
Okay, understood.
And he ain't in the military.
Got it.
So,
is it likely he owns slaves?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, understood.
They probably still do.
Understood.
Oh my god, there's something in my eye. Oh, the Dazzle cat or Razzle cat.
Why did you put the Razzle cat in your eye? I told you not to give him butterfly kisses. He doesn't like it.
Oh, tummy sticks.
We can do that.
Like, you see me? Like, my allergies.
I see you.
My allergies are on fire.
This is the first time that this has happened, though. Your eyes, anyway.
Yeah. Well, it hits in different ways. It's the gift.
Lay down. I'll pour that crush in your eyes.
Ooh, there's none left. I drank it all.
Oh, well, then I guess we're going to the double energy shot right in the eyes.
It's, I love these, but once they get warm, it's like, ugh.
The Lord bless you.
Oh, thank you.
So why don't you put one of those like Yeti can cooler things on there?
My Yeti's in the car. It's dirty because I had coffee in it yesterday.
No, I don't mean like one of these.
The one that you got me.
Yeah, I mean like they make ones like a koozie, but it's a double walled insulated cooler. I wish you guys could see his face. It's so amazing.
It's so painful to sneeze right now. And my eyeball feels like it's rubbing on sandpaper. Okay.
Yeah, your eye doesn't look good.
No, it's once the dander.
Like you crammed poop into your eye.
Yeah.
It really doesn't look good.
I know.
This is there must have been like a cat hair somewhere.
Yeah, that just blew up into my face.
Or like it was on your finger and you rubbed your eye like Jesus Christ, I wish you could see the face. It's so good. I always maintain that when we lived together, people thought that we were just filming gay porn all day
Oh yeah.
because of you do it. You have a few little idiosyncrasies. One of them is the way you sneeze with the and then you sneeze, and the other is when you crack your neck. You moan and
Yeah, I can do it right now.
and orgasm.
Oh no.
Oh. And usually it's very loud. So I always just figured that they thought we were filming gay porn because every 10 or 15 minutes you would just hear a male go,
Yeah. It's
and
my life.
And that's separate from when we were blowing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because that was much quieter.
Dude, like a mouse. Like blowing a mouse.
Ugh, that's a terrible vision.
Can you imagine taking a mouse and just putting it in your mouth like a popsicle?
Wait, I'm sorry. Like the whole mouse?
No, you hold it by like its butt and you just like a popsicle in your mouth.
The whole mouse, though.
Yeah, just
Why would you do
I
that?
don't know. I just thought about it.
Yeah.
I'm not lining up to do it. I just thought about it.
That would be weird. Oh my god, my eye. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Do you need to go flush your eye out?
No.
Do we need to pause?
No. It's fine. So,
Yeah, you seem fine.
the Colonel, I got super sick.
Colonel.
Why is Meryl here?
Can you hear that?
No, the noise
No.
gate's too.
Yeah, the noise gates.
Yeah, the noise gate's too.
Otherwise,
loud.
you'd hear the slushy of my eye.
That's what we need.
So anyway, I've given up on barbecue. There's that one place that we saw that we passed the other day. I might try. But yeah, that was my. Oh my god, that was my barbecue experience. Yeah, super sick. I've been squirting secret sauce. I've been squirting those herbs and spices. Just for the past 24 hours, and it was really rough because we went out last night, and I didn't want to drink because
Yeah, I could see that.
I didn't feel good, and then I started to feel a little okay. Like since my gallbladder was taken out, anytime I
by force in a back alley.
yes, with a rusty knife
Through your anus.
I don't think you can. I don't think it works that way.
Bet. I'm not saying you'll live.
Oh, we'll get it through the anus.
Oh yes.
Ooh, yuck. That tastes like
It's like crushing double shot.
yeah, and chicken. It still tastes like chicken.
And monoclast.
Monolucast?
Monolucast sodium.
That's my singular. It does stop working.
It's the generic.
Oh my god. What was I talking about?
The Colonel squirts.
Oh yeah, the
Colonel squirts.
Colonel squirts. I didn't want to mix alcohol in the equation because that really messes up my my squirts.
It does it for those who have gallbladders as well.
Yeah. No, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. But
And
when
the
you
Colonel squirts.
mix the Colonel's recipe with E. coli or whatever it was that made me sick,
Sure.
mix that with alcohol, and then this morning I had tornadoes.
Of course.
You mix that all together in a cauldron.
I think if you were to use the tornado almost like an anal tampon, it would soak up all the evil.
Soak up all
It would soak up the evil.
like it's 17.
Yeah, the Colonel's evilness.
Yeah.
That's currently living in your colon.
Oh yeah, sweetie.
You
need to suck that evil.
Yeah. Gotta get the evil out. That's what I call jerking off. Gotta go get the evil out. Yeah, it'll soak it all up, and you'll just pass one long tornado turd. A tornado. Turdnado, I think is what I'm going with.
Turdnado.
And it will extract the evil from you.
I need tissue. Is there tissue somewhere around here?
No.
We might have to pause because my nose is like
I just
leaking on my pop filter.
Can you just leak it into your mouth?
Oh, that's the worst. That's one of the that and pubes. in my mouth.
Snot and pubes. You have a good list.
Like,
you have a good list of stuff you don't want in your mouth.
Anytime like my nose leaks like this from allergies, or if I'm sick, if it ever even approaches my lips, I gag, because I don't want that anywhere near my mouth.
You know, like vaginal mucus is chemically very similar to your snot.
I don't like my mucus.
Okay.
I love other people's mucus.
So if you could if you had a vagina and were flexible enough to eat yourself out, would you?
No.
Really?
No, yeah. It would gross me out.
Oh, that's weird.
That's like asking if I jerk off
but would you
and
blow
aim
yourself?
for my mouth.
No, but would you blow yourself?
I definitely wouldn't blow in my mouth.
No, I'm not saying would you swallow, but would you blow yourself? Would you fillet yourself?
Yeah.
Sure. Who wouldn't?
Exactly.
I think if I wouldn't mind it. I think if I had a vagina and could.
No, it's totally different. It's too many.
But we
things,
have sort of come full circle on that though, because if I were a woman, I wouldn't have to, because I'd have a plethora of toy options available.
Yes. You would have.
I would have the world would be my vaginal oyster.
Yeah, you can go
even though that's a little redundant.
Go buy a fucking man head.
A licking machine?
A licking head.
That's what I want. Cold, dead eyes and a fucking and a mechanical tongue.
Just fucking two marbles in it. A silicone tongue. Just
cold, dead eyes.
If I kind of squint.
And a plastic head. Yeah.
Oh god.
If I put this cat hair in my eye, it doesn't look. Doesn't look human.
Yuck. Don't we have any tissue down here?
Dude, bro. Like, I don't have... This isn't equipped for genetic inferiority. I don't have
All right.
tissues down here.
You can either, like, continue on by yourself for, like, 2 minutes or pause it.
I don't know. I'll let the situation dictate.
Okay, I have to fucking... I can't live.
Maybe I'll do some German Nazi propaganda while you're gone. Ja. Und now... we play checkers. I bet you didn't know that Nazis enjoyed playing checkers, and it's propaganda for the Nazi Reich. Okay, I'll probably pause. Okay, it's like we were never gone.
You know, for all the nicky nacky clicky clacky stuff you have in your house, you don't have like a box of tissues.
I have real actual tissues.
Oh,
I was just about to comment that you picked like a fucking a paper towel.
Like, yeah, I was about to grab like a.
There's actually, I forgot to mention, there's actually like rolls of toilet paper down here.
Great.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Oh, much better. You know, I get this weird thing when my allergies start acting up. My eyes produce like mucus, and they strand across my eye, and then I have to like pull them out.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's
Your
gross.
Your eye looks really gross.
Yeah. Well, this is better now because there was a big glob that I had to pull out.
Okay.
And I can feel it because it feels like sandpaper.
Your eye's extremely pink and red.
Yeah. Welcome.
I kind of want to take a picture of it and put the picture of your eye on the video.
Go ahead.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, come closer. Open your eyes as big as you can. Okay. I had to zoom all the way in, so the quality's not going to be great. But fuck, is that gross.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Gotta love allergies, baby.
I don't have to. That's gross.
See? Yeah, see? Usually it's just little sniffles. Today, I don't know why today it's so bad.
I'm telling you, I think you must have had you must have picked up a cat turd on your hand or something and it just went right in the eye.
Just, oh god.
It was no fun.
Right,
it seems like no fun.
Let me put my glasses back on.
Yeah, better do that. That'll help you see through the mucus.
Oh my god, it's so hard to wear glasses and headphones. There we go.
Once again, another problem I don't have.
You'll get there.
I'm genetically superior.
Watch. You're gonna need glasses.
Probably. My eyes, I can feel it. Like I'm not old. I just turned 30 this year. I'm about to turn 31, but I can feel my eyes. I can feel it. Like having to squint more and not being able to see things farther away. Like I always had great vision where I could read stuff really far away, and now it's starting to get shitty. So I can feel my whole body getting shittier. It's coming full circle to Louis C.K. of like every year I lose 80% of the functionality of my body. And then the year after that, I lose 80% of that 20% that was left the year before, and so on and so on.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
It's true.
I went my whole life without breaking a bone or spraining an ankle or...
Yeah, I've never broken a bone either.
Knock on wood.
As my dog hears that and goes fucking ballistic.
Ape shit. But yeah, I didn't need glasses. Both my parents have glasses. And, I had a lot of... I was fortunate, and then, as soon as, 30 rolled around, it was, the things on the TV I couldn't see as well, and, it took forever to go into the eye doctor, and it took 20 minutes for her to be like, oh, yeah, you need glasses.
Yeah.
And then, the spine thing, and, my shoulder hurts all the time now, but we, in the job that we do, what we do does not help our eyes.
No, or our bodies.
Because
we sit.
Weird.
Yeah. So we are very sedentary in our roles.
Yeah. So, if and when you do get glasses, you should really get the ones like mine where they filter the blue light.
Yeah, I actually have a pair of glasses that do that. But I don't wear them.
I just purposefully.
Well, no, they're not prescription. They just do that.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't wear them.
You should.
I've worn them here and there, and I would be down for glasses that have like a 1/2x magnification. I think that'd be cool, just to have everything be a little bigger, especially while masturbating.
I feel you.
Yeah. Look at those balls.
Oh my God, those balls.
Those balls are 50% bigger than they remember them.
Yes, I watched the rest of Big Mouth.
Big Mouth on Netflix. # not a sponsor.
Yeah, but you
would love.
But you should watch it.
It's a great fucking show.
Great show.
Absolutely fantastic.
So yeah, Christmas is coming.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
Yes,
I hate
it is.
I hate Christmas so much.
What do you hate about Christmas?
What do I hate about Christmas? I hate that. I think it's just, it goes back to my hatred for people.
Okay.
And this is one of the times of the year when there's more everywhere than normal.
Everything's busier than
everything's
especially busier. Where we live. We live in a town with a mall.
Like a very large mall.
Yeah, and so traffic everywhere, going everywhere, is fucking slammed.
Every road that leads to that mall is strip malls.
Yeah, exactly.
and restaurants.
And, well, I don't anymore, but you live on the road, the mall road. I used to for many years, and I used to work in we both used to work in one of the strip malls. On the mall road, and fuck me, it used to take 45 minutes to leave a parking lot.
Yep.
Just to go home. I live 5 minutes. I used to live
walk,
5 minutes.
Walk quicker.
Yeah. I used to live 5 minutes from where we worked, and it would take me 45 minutes just to get out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And fuck it all if it snows.
Yep.
And all bets are off.
Yep.
It's fucking Lord of the Flies. It's pandemonium.
Yeah, I hate people. I don't like being in crowds. I don't like being involved in crowds. It's the worst. I also, it's very tough for me because I have the little Dazzles, and I feel like I spoiled them to the point where Christmas rolls around and it's like, all right, so what do you guys want for Christmas? And they don't know. I don't know. It's like, how do you not know? And then I'm like, when I was your age,
oh, dude,
I could have wrote you a book on all the things I wanted.
I remember we used to get the paper, and it would have all the ads, and you would go through the ads and you'd circle stuff that you wanted, and it was very easy. But that was with like Toys R Us, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And it was the big JC Penney catalog that had fucking everything in it, and you'd circle stuff that you wanted, and then So yeah, I always had and I always had stuff that's like, I'm pretty sure I can get this. Like, it'd be cool if I can get this. And then there's like the stretch goals,
right,
of like the really expensive stuff. Like, there's no way they're gonna get me this, but I'm gonna circle it anyway,
right?
Because my birthday is a week after Christmas, so sometimes I would get like a combined giant gift, which was always nice. And then sometimes I'd get the shaft, but whatever. See, my problem with gift giving is I don't like getting people gift cards, because if you don't know somebody well enough to be able to get them a present, I just think that you're not trying hard enough. Now, there's a couple caveats to that, and I'll get to that in a minute. The other thing is that Mrs. Razzle's family is the type where they tell each other specific, like the SKU number, the barcode of the exact thing that they each want for Christmas. And then they just get each other that thing. And that makes me crazy. Like, I can't stand it. I don't understand it, because it's so different from the way my family had done things. Like, it's about, in my opinion, a part of it is the thoughtfulness of knowing the person, thinking of something, going and getting them something that you think that they will enjoy, and simultaneously having it be something that in some cases, things that you wouldn't buy for yourself, stuff like that. But that's not important. That's not necessary. To me, it's about just knowing the person, thinking about the person, and getting them something that you think they'll like. And then, so because that's the way they generally operate, they have been hounding Mrs. Razzle and me for what I want for Christmas. And I haven't given them anything, because it's like, I don't really want anything for Christmas. I have fucking everything. And anything that I want, I'm just going to buy. Because that's how I am. But B, like, I don't want to tell you. What's the difference between me telling you exactly what I want and me just going and buying it?
And not spending the money on it.
But I'm doing the same, because I'm getting them gifts. They're getting me, and they're telling me exactly what they want. I'm telling them exactly what I want. So why wouldn't each of us save the time and buy the shit ourselves?
Yeah, no,
and that's not true. The way I want to do it. I value Christmas and gift giving and all of that. But if that's the way that we're gonna do it, then what's the point? Why don't I just buy my shit, you buy your shit, and we're both happy?
Yeah, no, I agree.
So they like, I've spent more time trying to think of things that I haven't done any of my Christmas shopping yet, by the way. And it is the 14th. I haven't done any of my Christmas shopping. I've spent more time thinking of things that I want to tell them about than I have thinking about what to get for other people.
Yeah.
So it's nuts. It's just, I don't like that format of Christmas, but such is my life.
But and that's how I am. Like, I've heard from people that I am a somewhat hard person to shop for.
Yeah, me too.
Because like if I want something, I'm just gonna buy it. Like, and I'm all about instant gratification. So if something hits me, right now while we're talking, I'm just gonna go on Amazon and just order it.
Well, and the other thing about that too is I check multiple like deals and sales websites multiple times a day. So I also feel bad if I tell somebody, or if they know I want something and they didn't get it at the best price, and they didn't, like, because if you're gonna get me a video game, right, and the standard retail price is $60, but I know that at this place or at this place or at this place at these given times it's been on sale for $30, like, and you buy it for me but you paid $60, like, I'm gonna value the gift the same either way. So I just wish you had spent less on it, so that way you saved money. Like, I don't care if you get me the game for $30 or $60, or if you mug a little kid on his way out of GameStop after saving his money all year. It doesn't, actually, that might even be better. I don't care how you got me this gift. It's just, it's the gift itself that matters. So that's another thing, is I'm generally good at being frugal with especially with electronics, but with a lot of things.
Yes.
So I don't know. It's just very difficult. It's a very difficult time of year for me.
And for me, it's like, I think this is one of the few periods in my life, I think it's the only period in my life, where I've had the ability to just buy whatever I want. So this past year, I've taken full advantage of it. And in what, a lot of people might know or might not know that I'm really big into music. And for my entire life, I've basically had one cheap acoustic guitar that I bought in like 2009 or something. I think I bought that guitar. And I've gone through a few different pianos, but nothing ever really good. And I've always wanted.
They were electric keyboards, to be clear. Not like you've had. I've had multiple grand pianos.
No. Yeah, multiple keyboards or
Yeah.
digital pianos.
Sure. I don't know the terminology. I'm just.
Yeah. Well, the digital piano, I don't think there's a big difference between a
Probably the
keyboard
price.
and a digital piano, but yeah. It's usually it's the price tag. And this past year, I've gone from that to I have, I don't know, 4 acoustic guitars, 3 electric guitars, a bass, a couple acoustic electrics, a Roland digital, a Yamaha digital, a Casio digital piano, and video games. I get all the video games I want. Bought a 4K TV. My Bulova watch that I bought. I just all the things I want. I wanted a Bulova watch like this for 10 years. Actually, I bought a Bulova watch like this back in 2006, I think, and my girlfriend at the time. It was right before it was right after, actually, we were engaged. And she lost her engagement ring.
I remember.
And I had to trade my watch back in to buy her another ring.
Oh, I remember.
And you know what, folks? That happened twice in my life.
I remember that too.
But thankfully, the second one we found.
Yes.
Magically. And then I got to return. But
you mean I'm not getting another one? Oh, let me just check over here then. Oh, I found it.
I don't like yeah, I don't like talking about
I know
my ex in particular because she's the fucking one of the worst people on this planet to me. But I will tell that little snippet. We were engaged for all of 6 hours and she lost the ring. It was a little too big, which clearly,
Yeah, you're not getting.
Every ring is usually a standard 6 or a 7.
Best guess.
And her hand is like a 5 1/4. Her fingers.
Year-old
hand. She has little baby. She had little baby hands.
Little mitts.
So I told her. I said, she wanted to put it on just for a little bit to have it on. I was like, okay,
pictures
now
and...
put it back in the box so that we can get it sized and
Right.
all that. And she did, and then she went back and put it back on, and then got super drunk.
I remember that part.
And I was actually kind of drunk too.
I remember that part.
Yeah. And
you got what I need.
Yep.
But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
Yeah, that was happening. There was
Yep.
a lot of that.
A lot of that.
And
Anyway, continue.
and I went to bed and I got woken up by my younger sister and what's her face at she who will not be named at 4 or 5 in the morning, like, hey, we can't find the ring. And I'm like half drunk still. I'm like, what? And it's like, I was like, well, you better find it. And I went back to sleep and they didn't find it. And then that day, it was either that day or the next day.
The garbage disposal was making a funny noise. Thank
I
God I got the titanium. I told you it was white gold.
went back to the jewelry store, bought the same exact ring. Girl was like, weren't you just here? like a couple weeks ago? Didn't you buy it? And I was like, yeah, I need another one. I need the one that's on this receipt.
Thank you.
But there's a silver lining, and this part of the story is hypothetical. So when you go to this certain jewelry store and you buy jewelry, you get the bucks back or whatever.
Right.
Right. So for every I don't know, for every 300 you spend, no, for every 200 you spend.
I thought it was like every 100 you get 10.
No. I was getting hundreds. There are $100 certificates. So I don't know if it's like.
Because I bought from the same place, I think.
I think it's. Well, you might have.
Yeah, anyway. Oh no, yours starts with a very late in the alphabet consonant.
Yes.
And mine is much earlier.
Well, it was. I'm pretty sure it was for every 300 you get $100.
I might be right.
And I had was it 400? I had 400-ish. 400 of these bucks.
Right.
So I got the $400. I went back to the jewelry store and I said, okay, well, I need to buy another one, but I get to use these $400. So now I'm getting this 33% off, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it. And so it ended up being like $800-something. And anybody who thinks you should spend, well, I don't have anything against people spending more than a G or two on a ring. Like, I don't have anything against it, but I think it's stupid. And
as I'm cracking the biggest smile.
And I also think that and I've learned my lessons. So I refuse to do it. I refuse it because every person that I've ever given a ring to has lost it at least once. So I refuse to spend more.
I told Mrs. Razzle from the beginning, like, this is the only one. This is the only one you get. So if you lose it or it gets mangled or something, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one. So enjoy.
And I don't have any problem with spending more, but I think a lot of it also has to do with the person. And I think for like my ex-wife had a much more expensive, larger ring than my ex, but her hand was 3 times the size.
Right.
So you can't go out there and get like a 3-carat, solitaire with accent stones on somebody who's got little 4-year-old hands.
Right. It's not going to look.
It's just, and you can't even size it down that much,
right?
Because then it's unstable.
You can't size the ring down that much because then they
don't have enough gold.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no stability in the ring. Mm-hmm. So with oh my god, with that being said, I'm not against it, but for other people, but me personally, I have my own rules. So when people are like, oh, you only spent $1,200 on your, it's like, hey, fuck you. At the time, I spent it twice. So, so I got it for $800, and then a week later, we mysteriously found the ring. Mm-hmm. Right now, you'd think that I would go and return this for $800.
Mm-hmm.
No, my friends. I took the receipt. I went to a different jewelry store.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure I rubbed the barcode so that you couldn't scan it on my receipt, hypothetically. And then kind of distracted the sales lady so that she didn't like look at my history, And I said, I need to return it. I don't need it. And then I returned it for the original price.
Of course.
So I only spent $800.
You're going to hell.
I know.
You're sighting.
On a $1,200 ring. Technically, the ring was like $1,500, but there was like a sale or something.
Yeah, of course.
But you never go by the retail price. But
there's always a sale. You just have to watch this video.
Yes.
Watch the video.
Just watch. Come sit over here.
What blood type
These
are
are
you?
not blood diamonds.
Yeah, what nationalities were your parents? And your grandparents.
So that's my jewelry store. Before we go, I wanted to ask you about on Christmas or in regards to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want for Christmas?
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Yeah, just looking for an idea. Actually, I've tried to find your Amazon wish list and it's not public.
It is.
I couldn't find you. It's not under your name.
Yes, it is.
I
will send it to you.
Because I was going to look on it to see if there was anything on there that I would get you.
Everything on there, though, is I've added specifically for Mrs. Razzle's family. So if you start doing stuff off of there, it's going to be, the list will be empty for them. Like, they need every gift idea possible.
Oh, you better start adding some more stuff on there.
Fuck. All right. Well, on that note,
we
are on, we have actually changed. So we've changed a couple things this time around.
We have new chairs.
Number one, we have new chairs. You can't hear it because they don't really creak. Here, I'll wiggle the arms. It's the same thing I do to make sure a kid is good. Just wiggle the arms.
Yeah.
I am using I've had this microphone for a while, but I'm now using it for the podcast as well as for the Let's Plays. This is I'm using the mixer, which is fine. So there's a lot of new stuff. We've switched from Blueberry for our podcast hosting over to Simplecast because it is wildly easier and wildly cheaper. I think I remember at the beginning telling you that it was like $40 a month for 500 megabytes on Blueberry. It is $12 a month for unlimited megabytes on Simplecast. So, sorry, that was a deep one.
Woo, I felt
my belly button suck in. That one started deep. So yeah, Simplecast is much. I will say there are not. It's very good because there aren't a lot of the crazy nuanced advanced features. It's literally upload, submit, done. Like that's it, and it's $12 a month, so it's amazing. # not a sponsor. And so in addition to that, we are still on YouTube. Spotify I'm trying to work out at the moment because I think Spotify's still pointing to Blueberry. I need to get it pointed to Simplecast, but I'll figure that out. But we are on iTunes. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitter at RAZZLDAZZL. We are on podparadise.com, which is great. The guy there, I've actually messaged and chatted with the owner there a few times. And so they're a great sponsor because they do feature us at in their sponsored section. They're a great podcast aggregator, so you can go there and listen on their website or subscribe to their website. And actually, they're going to be announcing hosting at some point. I won't get in. I don't even know if I was supposed to say that, so I won't get into any of the details. But they're thinking about announcing hosting at some point, so it's growing, which is good. And with that, I turn over the sick jamitude to you, my friend.
And also, I wanted to point out that
that's fine. You just waited till I did the whole outro before you.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Because I wanted to do it before, but you kind of just went right into it. Oh. And for some reason, the Dazzle pad just decided to verify an update. So I'm trying to wait for that to also. Yeah. Look.
Don't update while you're doing this.
It's all it's saying is verifying update.
Well, that's good.
I don't know what that means.
Sounds like you just updated your iPad.
Can I turn it off or will I brick it?
I wouldn't do that. Okay, so I'm going to take an outro from a previous episode.
And now it doesn't work.
And I will insert it.